Last time on Roll for Distraction, Starfall. As the nest moved into the southern reaches of the arid steppes and entered a region of colder weather, they detected a weak SOS signal. The mech squad was deployed to investigate it. In order to get to the signal, they'd have to cross a frozen lake, which they managed without incident. However, once across, an earthquake struck. The ice sheet collapsed, stranding them a few miles from the crawler. The command crew plotted a rendezvous point that they should be able to reach by nightfall. In the meantime, the party decided to investigate the area. The SOS signal was coming from an abandoned town, looked to have been slaughtered by Opus drones. They moved on, finding a still inhabited town of friendly wastelanders who allowed them to pass through without trouble. Moving east, they attacked a pre-war factory that had been taken over by raiders. These were more numerous than the last raider group they fought, but the party managed to come out on top nonetheless. They looted the area for valuable metal scrap. They then moved into an area with radio interference, and discovered only a small metal box. Perplexed, Giuseppe used one of Ham Calzone's chainsaws to cut it open, unleashing creatures made of strange black ooze. Despite their alien look, they were susceptible to conventional weaponry and were quickly defeated. Terrified, they used a flamethrower to burn the remains before continuing their long trek back to the crawler.
Oh, God.
John, you have a story for the good people at home?
More fun times.
We are starting about 20 minutes late to record tonight because I started
25.
trying to take a shower at about 7:15.
45 minutes before we needed to record.
Correct.
But
I get in there, and I'm like, all right, let's turn the water on. As soon as I finish wetting my head, I hear a crack and a hiss, and the water starts shooting everywhere from the back of the shower head where it connects to the pipe in the wall. I'm like, great, cool, let me shut that off. Ask my girlfriend to go find another shower head that we have a backup of, thank God.
Wait, why do you have a backup shower head?
For reasons like this.
Not important. Probably because it's the old one, probably.
I changed it, completely naked, soaking wet, standing in the shower, because, I didn't get out of the shower yet. Fix that, okay, great, that's in. Another minute passes. The box that sticks to the wall that we keep all of our soap and shampoos and things in falls off and goes everywhere. I'm like, great, okay, cool, more
Making
problems.
It worse.
Yep. I get that back up. And then, for some reason, an unknown breeze is causing the shower curtain to try and wrap itself around me. And not just oh, it's brushing my leg. It's the corners are touching my elbows. It's trying to wrap me. And I'm like, what is happening?
Your bathroom is haunted.
I'm
The
like,
shower's trying to kill me.
So
Who's clickety-clacking?
I'm eating my dinner because that also got delayed. That's my story. My shower is annoying.
All right.
me.
John is a filthy, stinky boy.
No, I clean.
Everybody welcome
I'm clean.
to
That's what took so
episode
long.
4.
If I were
Shut up,
filthy,
you
we'd have just gotten here.
stinky little pig. Shut up. It is episode 4.
Wow. All right.
Wow, all right, well,
Someone's being unnecessarily
controversy.
mean because I'm delaying their game by 10 minutes.
26. Everybody welcome to episode 4 of Starfall's The Salvage Union show with the big robots. Quick order of business up top, before we get into it. I guess before that even. Thanks for positive responses on the video so far. The videos so far. It's been pretty good. It's been doing well.
And if anyone leaves a negative comment,
I'll kill you.
we'll find you.
No.
and well, thank you for the critical feedback.
The actual thing that I wanted to mention, I did an interview and a sort of actual play one-shot with some folks on another podcast in the system that I'm developing, Big Adventure Game. They're called the Tabletop Journeys podcast. They're these sort of tabletop veterans who've been around for a while, old friends who talk about all things in game design in the space, and they play actual plays with other indie developers and just sort of share their experiences. And so they had me on to talk about Big Adventure Game. It was great. It was a great time. I did one other interview with them a long time ago, back in the D&D days. So it was good to be back with them. So as of this episode coming out, the interview should be out, and I think maybe part 1 of the actual play should be out. Links for that will be in the description. If you're listening on audio, it's a podcast called Tabletop Journeys. So you can find that where you find podcasts, or the old Google.
Available.
But otherwise, it's linked in the description. So stick around for that as well. Check it out. Give those guys a listen, and play Big Adventure Game. Links for that in the description as always. So with that out of the way, let's get back to big fucking robots.
Big fucking robots.
So where we left off, you guys had been separated from the nest by an earthquake that caused a collapse in an ice sheet.
And then we got attacked by venom symbiotes.
Yeah, that kind of sort of happened. You were going after an SOS signal, found that to be old and irrelevant.
SOS.
Briefly passed through a relatively peaceful settlement. Asked some questions about the area, blew up some raiders, stole some scrap metal, as is tradition, and then went into that area of radio interference and fought weird goo monsters, and then burned their remains, because that seems like good protocol for goo monsters.
Yeah.
Spoilers, fire makes them more powerful.
Now they're flaming goo monsters. So looking at our map, which you guys still have in the Discord for you guys, and it should now be up on screen for the good people at home, you guys are in that interference zone, which now no longer has interference since you killed the weird goo monsters. And you need to get to that rendezvous point. So you can head back to the factory, the old abandoned factory, in that heavy metal reading, and kind of decide where you want to go from there. You can either go back down through the town, or you can go through that aircraft crash zone.
Let's check out the aircraft crash.
Yeah, I'm thinking aircraft crash.
Aircraft crash.
Craft.
Say that 3 times really fast.
Aircraft crash. Aircraft crash. Aircraft crash. Wasn't pretty, but I did.
Crash. I feel like we lost the T on aircraft after a while.
And now you're on an FBI wanted list. Okay.
Oh no.
We're gonna walk that away now, and I'm gonna describe the things, as is my job as GM.
Looks like that one Call of Duty map.
Wait, are we talking about the one with the Chinook in the middle?
I
Sure.
thought that was a helicopter.
It is.
Or am I stupid?
Hey, Alex, a helicopter is an aircraft.
You know, you're right. In my quest to be fancy, I could have just said plane, but you get there. It's a plane, okay?
Aww.
How many pieces is the plane in?
Well, it's like a big, like a C-130 kind of plane, like a big military plane, right? Obviously, a bit, a few models down the line.
Someone got an 11 kill streak.
Mostly intact upon landing. It's, sort of cracked in the middle, over a bit of a ridge. The wings have fallen off, but they're still next to it. Obviously, all the glass is blown off. It's rusted to hell, but it's there, and it's potentially lootable.
How many Fortnite chests are in there?
Do you have the audio sensor thing turned on? The plane itself is just rust, basically. But it's possible that there's some components inside it that might still be worth some scrap. But to investigate those, someone would have to get out and go in, because you cannot drive your robot inside the plane.
Can I pick the plane up and shake it?
No, it's too big for that.
I have a question!
I vote Mac gets out to check it.
You have a question, Colin?
Is there any obvious signs of what brought down this plane?
It's hard to say just by looking at it, if you have some sort of a scanner, or if you just want to, roll on the general resolution table to see if you can just figure it out via close inspection. It's so old that you wouldn't know a bullet hole from just a spot that rusted and fell off.
Got it. It is so old I wouldn't know.
I'll get out. I'm gonna move the plot forward. I get out of my mech.
Are you sure that's wise, considering you're the only one thus far who is injured?
Yeah.
I vote Mac gets out.
I am injured.
I vote Matt gets out.
Actually, I have a first aid kit.
Yeah, I don't know why no one offered to use
Have
that
that.
on me.
I give you my first aid kit. That's the sound it makes.
A target creature of your choice regains 3 hit points, and it has 3 uses.
Neat. All right, that puts me at
sick.
11. I'll take it.
Okay, proceed.
But anyway, Brian,
your boo-boos are patched.
You're as that's happening, as they're patching him up, you step out of fly on the wall. You sort of kneel down, and the front hatch of it opens, and you step out. You have your big fancy custom sniper rifle that you have as a scout, so you feel pretty safe. Go ahead and describe how you interact with the old environment there.
Sniper rifle
All
is
right.
historically
Well-
the ideal weapon for inside of an airplane.
What is the terrain like? Is there like big boulders or like hilly stuff I can like hide behind as I'm making my way up to the downed aircraft?
Yeah, if you want to like park the mech a little farther back and sneak up, there's
Yeah.
certainly enough rough terrain for you to do so. Yeah.
I would like to do that. Do I need to like roll for this? Like I stop at a boulder, I look around and scope around, and I go to the next boulder or hill or whatever.
If you'd like to just
Roll
make
for
it as
that.
like a general check, unless you have some sort of special stealth ability, we can just do that on core resolution.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh,
Holding on. It does not look like you have some sort of special custom stealth ability. So yeah, just
No.
roll the old d20 on the main resolution table.
nat 20, baby.
Fantastic. Absolutely nailed it. You have overcome the odds and managed an outstanding success. You may achieve an additional bonus of your choice to the action. I have one in mind for you if you can't think of anything.
Yeah, give me an example.
Sure. So you flawlessly sneak up, nice and quiet. You don't trip over any rocks or anything. As you step onto the actual fuselage of the plane, it creaks a little, but you're so good at this that it just it's still very, very quiet. And as you get in there, you hear sort of a animal sound of some sort. You can't quite identify it, but you make your way through, passing by, the old seats and some just rusted up bits of whatever machinery this plane was transporting at the time that it crashed. And eventually you find, and you have the drop on it fully. I will get you a picture of this nasty beastie that you find. It's just sort of a horrible mishmash of a little bit of everything, all
Oh my god!
mutated and
Ah.
squashed together.
I don't like
it's
it.
a
It
chimera.
doesn't even have eyes. I don't like
It's-
it.
No, it has
It's
too
a
many
horrible
eyes. No, it's got eyes. They're, like,
chimera
right there.
monster with many a limb from many a creature.
I don't like the arms. I don't like the
Okay,
human arms.
I leave.
I hate it.
Yeah. If you want to just fully retreat, you can. I will say for size reference, it's a little bit bigger than a wolf, maybe. Like, it's not a giant threat to your mechs, but you on foot, yeah, it's a little scary.
The comm module that I have, wait, that's not just on my mech, right? Oh, it is on my mech. Do I have a separate one?
You might have one in your inventory.
I do not. Nope. Oh, well, actually, you know what? I gotta come back from my mech. Oh, no, I don't, because the aircraft is just small mechs.
Again, you're a sneaky boy. You can just leave if you want to just leave.
Well, I'm trying to think if I want
What?
to signal to them, like, put my fingers over my head and be like, oh, scary monster type thing.
Well, you're
Come-
in the plane,
come help
and
me.
they're outside of the plane. So,
Right, so I would walk back out to the front of the plane.
okay.
Or they
Well,
can
so if
see
you want to
me.
sneak back out, give me another
Oh,
roll.
another roll.
So wait, this thing's back is to him?
Yeah.
Oh, thank Christ.
Brian, just shoot it with your sniper.
Do you want to anger it?
Yeah, I don't want to
Shoot it
anger
right
it
in
by
the butt.
myself. I'd rather have the
Yeah,
team.
back
on
up
me.
and leave.
Yeah, 14.
14. That is a success. So nothing spectacular occurs, but yes, you back out of the fuselage and walk your way back over to where you parked your mech next to your friend's mechs. They've finished patching up Dredge's wound, and you can describe what you saw.
What'd you see?
I don't know.
What'd you see? Yes.
You know, animals and the insects. It's like a combination of all of those things put together in the size of a small wolf. Let's go kill it.
Huh. Yeah, it sounds like something that could
Benefit from death.
be silly.
Yeah, it's just one of those gross radiation chimeras.
Didn't notice me. I can go back and lure it out maybe if you guys want to stay in your mechs.
Vigna, did you draw this?
No. This is from the book. If I drew this, I should
Oh,
change
this
careers.
is in the book?
All right, you all take. I'm gonna go back in and sneak back in and lure it out. You guys come in with your mechs behind me. I'll run out and like duck for cover, so you guys can start blasting it with your mechs, and I'll just clear the way and get my
Yeah.
mech.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sound
you
good?
can sneak back in and take a shot,
Yeah.
and then
I
sprint.
want to bring my
and it'll
mech
chase you,
closer though.
and
I
then-
want to.
Yeah.
I want to like drive my mech or walk my mech down there, park it a little bit
Yeah.
closer.
Yeah, you guys can angle yourselves sort of at the open back of the fuselage, and so that it funnels out directly at you, and then they can shoot over your head.
It's gonna be a lottle, and we're gonna need
it'll be danger close, but yeah. And then if you have another turn to run, you can just make it back into your back. So Brian, instead of doing actually, you can just use your fucking action point ability.
You shot first, yeah.
Yeah, you can just spend 2 AP, and I'll say that you can shoot it.
Can I post up right at the door? /
You all
hole
are.
That it's gonna come out through. Well, I figured like most of us were gonna do some sort of like semicircle around it. I want to do like.
You want to like block the exit.
You want to be in sword range, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
So, Brian, make an attack roll with your snippy riffle.
Not so good. I rolled a 2.
Okay, you missed.
And I missed.
So you sneak in, you aim, you go to pull the trigger, and as you do, a piece of this old fuselage gives way under you, your foot slips, and you fire up at the ceiling. You've got its attention, it's chasing you. Somebody roll initiative.
I'll roll initiative so I can get out. 16.
Okay, one pilot chosen by the players acts first. Brian, I assume you'd like to act first so that you can fucking run away.
Yes, I would like to run.
All right. And so you do. You can, technically, because you get a turn now, take another shot as you run.
I would like to take another shot as I run. 8.
Okay, so that's in that tough choice range.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that because you have to, like, shoot while turning and running away, you could hit it. You're confident in your ability to shoot it. You've got it lined up nicely. But because you're running, and it's backwards, you're afraid that if you do that, you will trip and fall, and it might catch up to you. So you can choose whether or not to shoot.
I miss and get away.
Okay. Its turn, because of how we pass back and forth, and it just chases you, but because you did not trip, it does not catch up to you.
Am I outside the ship yet?
Yes, so now, at this point, both Mac and this creature, which is called a chimerapede.
Oh.
I don't like it.
You see it, and any of you may take an action upon
I want to hit it with my sword.
as is your right to do.
Oh no. That's a 1.
So, Colin, you may wish to... We haven't had a need for this yet. I assume since you don't want to, like, break your fancy sword, you may wish to use the pushing mechanic, which is you re-roll the die, you gain 2 heat, and you make a heat check after resolving.
Sure. 14.
Okay, so a 14 is a success, and because that is a mech weapon attacking a small organic creature, it does double damage.
14 damage.
Which is 14 damage, and this thing has 10 health. So, yeah, so Mac dives out of the rubble. This thing is diving onto him, and before it can reach him, it is just sliced in half in the air. And Mac is very sticky now, but...
For the slice in half, can it be not so much like a downward slice, as in like, as soon as it appears, I just take the blade and just slam it into the ground, and its momentum just drags it across the blade?
If that makes you feel good, sure.
It does.
Okay. Colin, the mech gains 2 heat.
Okay.
And you need to make a heat check. Let me just remind myself how this works, because we haven't had it come up yet.
It's a d20 roll.
Yeah, to make a heat check, roll a d20. If the result is equal to or under your mech's current heat, your reactor has overloaded. So if you get a 2 or less, you have a reactor problem.
I got a 2. Jesus.
Okay. So now we go to the reactor overload table. Give me another d20.
Everybody back up.
14.
14. Okay, that's not the worst. Reactor overheat. Your mech's reactor has overheated. Your mech shuts down and gains the vulnerable trait. Your mech will reactivate at the end of your next turn. Okay, so yeah, you swing, and then after the carnage happens, you just kind of flop, and you're like, oh, well, good thing that was the only thing we were fighting.
And here comes Mrs. Chimera P
And
with the steel chair.
No. And then, not a minute later,
I'm banishing
you push
this
a couple
dice.
buttons and reset yourself.
So I take 2 SP damage as well. That drops my SP to 9.
Yes, you take an amount of SP damage equal to your current heat. Yeah. So yeah, not the worst outcome there, but pretty hilarious.
You're like, I did it, guys. Powering down.
So yeah, Brian, now if while you're out of the mech, if you would like to roll to scrap this place now that it is clear.
I'm currently just standing there still, like with my arms out at my side, kind of hunched over as I'm just like dripping ooze off of my body. I'm like, somebody hose me down, please. Hose me down.
Hit him with the sandblaster.
No.
You want the sand?
just
All is
turns
left of my
to
is my
dust.
skeleton. But yeah, I'll roll for scrap. What? Nat 1.
Wow, really? Nothing? Straight nothing?
Nat 1, baby.
Wow. All that for nothing.
Yeah, but that's funnier.
That is pretty funny.
It
Yeah,
wouldn't be as
nothing. You
funny if
find
we got
nothing in
something
this area.
useful out of this endeavor.
And yet you do not.
Yeah, can somebody else
No?
roll?
Nope.
No? Great.
Nope. Because there was only a
Yeah.
supply of 1, so it's used. It's not a huge area.
I squish back in there. I'm like walking and squishing with my boots or whatever I'm wearing. And I come back out, I'm
Ew.
like, there's nothing in there.
You just come back up.
This is a waste of time.
You come out with fucking squeaky boots, fucking. May I take your order?
And then you have to like step over the corpse of the creature.
I keep forgetting this. I do
No, James, it's
automatically
all,
get
like,
1
liquid.
scrap of the tech level of the area.
They had to roll for that or no?
No. When you area
Oh.
salvage, you gain 1 additional scrap of the tech level of the area, and you always find at least
yeah.
1 scrap.
Yeah. Then congratulations, you have one. You have 1 T4.
Woo!
It was in the
Okay.
it was in the stomach of the creature.
Hey, Alex, can I spend 2 turns while Brian is salvaging to patch Faraday with my portable arc welder?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Can I get cleaned?
No.
No.
Can we load the sandblaster with water? But anyway, one way or another, maybe you have a towel in the back somewhere or like a survival blanket. You do wipe off. You get back in your mech, and a really loud motorcycle drives by. Jesus Christ. And then we go back to the area map. So you guys can either go toward a point that says unknown life sign or a point that says encrypted radio signal. Up to you guys if you want to maybe do both of those things, or if you're starting to feel tired from all of this adventuring.
I
And
wanna.
you want
No,
to
I'm
just
not
do
tired.
one and then go home.
No, I'm not tired.
I want to say life sign first, then radio signal.
Any
Yeah, I say
opposition?
like, ow.
Or
I flipped
actually,
that. I like
well.
the other way around. Do signal
Yeah,
and then life sign.
now that I'm thinking about it, radio signal might be better only because radio signal means that there's people who probably have technology versus like unknown life sign might just be a big monster that we can just run away from.
All for encrypted radio signal, say aye.
Aye.
I
Great. Okay, so you do your hour or so of walking away from the plane crash, following vaguely the area where that encrypted radio signal was picked up. And does anyone want to do any of those, one of those scans, one of those area scans?
18, not bad, not bad.
All right, so you get 3 questions.
Is there any water nearby?
You pick up a ton of water reading, but it's probably mostly just the ice.
Fair. How is the terrain? Are there mountains or is it flat?
It's rough and rocky.
Ah, shit.
The whole place has been.
Yeah.
So, continuing that theme.
Are there any deep canyons we need to be aware of?
No big drop-offs.
Okay, cool. I was
Some
making sure
small ridges, but
Yeah, I was making sure the earthquake didn't fuck with anything. Alright, cool. There's my 3.
so yeah, you keep walking. You eventually detect that encrypted radio signal. It just sounds like static to you guys. But Colin, if you have something where you can try to latch onto that.
Yes. So I have Eggs Mayhem. So what it says is. When activated, choose a target mech database or...
So yeah, you want to catch on to this airwave.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead, give me a roll.
15, which is...
Likewise, that's a 3 questions.
Yep. What are they talking about currently?
So it sounds like they are automated. Sounds like it's more drones, and they're just sort of keeping track of each other's position and direction, and as they change course slightly to get over the terrain. And they are talking about moving from south to north.
How many unique IPs or signatures on this network?
There are 6.
Are they sending signals back to anywhere else?
Yeah, is there a command and control entity?
No, they are not, as far as you could tell, transmitting out or receiving anything in from far away. It seems like it's just these 6 on a local area. And using that, just sort of following, warmer, colder style, the strength of that radio signal, you do eventually find these drones, as advertised. And these do look to be more of these Opus Institute drones. So it's 4 flying drones that resemble the one at the SOS signal from that village that was raised for whatever reason. Shiny and new, silver and blue paint. And then, in addition to the 4 flyer drones, are 2 walker drones. They're 3-legged walkers with a big gun. The same kind of paint job. Fresh, shiny, and chrome-looking Opus drones. So yeah, 4 flyers, 2 walkers.
I'm going to spend 4 energy to deploy my bubble.
Okay, the second you do that, they detect you. They detect that big energy reading. You see, as you do that, all of them whip their sensor, their camera, whatever eyeball you want to call it, toward you. And somebody roll initiative, please.
I'll do it.
It's making the Breath of the Wild Guardian noise.
I'm sorry, guys. 3.
1 NPC chosen by the mediator acts first play, then passes back and forth. So, immediately, one of the walkers will look at you and fire its big old laser at the bubble, because bubble.
For point of order, you do need to designate who the target is. You can't just target the bubble, because when you hit the bubble, if you exceed it, the attack will continue to that person. You can't just be like, oh, I exceeded the bubble, now I'm going after.
Well, it aims at you because it detected you, so...
That's
And I rolled a 13, which is a normal hit. That is 4 damage to your bubble, as it fires a green laser, similar to Calcifer's green laser.
Oh, no.
4 damage. Then play it goes to you guys now.
Autocannon!
Okay, there are 4 floaters and 2 walkers. What do we do?
I whiff!
Okay, great. Doesn't matter, I guess. Back to me. One of the flying drones will fly into the bubble. You're all at medium range, so now one of the flying drones flies close and is in the bubble and is going to shoot at Dredge, at Honey Badger, who just whiffed. I got a 1.
Okay.
Death.
Fuck it. Yeah, it's literally just a gun
explodes.
with wings. So, back to you guys. This has been just a comedy of errors so far this fucking session.
Can I... what range is he at again, Alex?
Everything is in medium because the one thing that was close just exploded. There are 2 walkers and 3 flying drones now.
Walker.
Okay.
Fuck. 8.
Tough choice. Take your heat. You hit the walker. Make a heat check. So roll a d20 if you have if the number is equal to or lower than your heat, that's bad.
Yeah, my heat cap's 10.
Not your heat cap, your current heat.
It's at 0, so we're good.
Your current heat should not be at 0 because you had like 3 or 4 after last session and you just took 1 from firing the laser.
I apologize. I thought it reset after the session. Okay.
No,
so
only when you actually get a rest.
Okay, I'm at 4 then.
Okay, and what did you roll on your d20 for the heat check?
5.
Okay, then you are okay. And that's your turn. Then it goes to me. The other walker will fire, again at Faraday and, by extension, his bubble. Rolled a 9. That's a tough choice. I'm just gonna say it's just a scratch on the bubble, so instead of 4 damage, that's 2 damage to the bubble, Colin. And then back to you guys.
I would like to shoot my 30mm autocannon at the walker.
At a walker.
14.
The one that's already been damaged, or a different one?
The one that's already been damaged. 14.
14. Yeah, you hit. That's 4 damage, and that is a dead walker. They seem to be pretty comparable to a tank in terms of structural ability. Drone gonna try to enter the bubble and shoot at Fly on the Wall, who just blew up the tank. Let's see if this one doesn't spontaneously explode. It didn't, but it did miss. Back to you guys.
Am I the only one that didn't go?
Gerard or Colin?
He's in close. Those flying ones in close range now, right?
It is.
I'm gonna shoot him with my 50 cal machine gun. That's a 2.
No.
Great. I'm done.
Yep. Then another drone enters the bubble. It's going to try shooting at Calcifer, randomly selected. That's a miss. These drones suck. Colin, it's your turn.
So there's a drone inside the bubble?
There are 2 drones inside the bubble.
After everyone fires and no one hits, we'll call it a draw!
Okay. What type of drones are they inside the bubble?
Same as the one that attacked the village on the other side of the canyon. So
the flyers?
Yeah, flying dual rotor, little laser gun in the middle.
Okay.
Similar to the ones from the Attack the Crawler, but they can't turn invisible.
So 16.
That is a hit with what?
The sword.
Okay, that's a drone gone. And that's your turn. And then I have one more drone that will enter the bubble and fire at Shield Projecti Boy and miss. Jesus Christ. So now we loop back around, and I go first, because that's how the initiative is. So the walker will, the surviving walker will try to shoot the bubble again. Successfully, Colin, that is 4 more damage to the bubble.
4 more damage. Who is it targeting?
You.
Me. I take 2.
Okay, the bubble is gone. Back to you guys.
15!
Who are you attacking? The one of the drones that's close or the walker that's far away?
Drone that's close. Let's worry about what's up on our drone.
Alright, great. The drones have 4 health. The drone is dead.
Outstanding.
And then the one remaining drone that is close is now going to fire at Honey Badger, who just took out a drone. That's a 15 on the roll. John, that is 3 damage.
Ow!
Ow! As it shoots you with a little red laser cannon. And then back to you guys.
I will fire with my 30mm again.
At?
Yeah, what's left? The other walker. The 16.
It's a good hit. It isn't dead, but it is ouch. Continue you guys, because I'm out of dudes.
Drone close /
Sword, okay.
That's a 2.
Yep, sure is. Alex or Gerard?
I'll try and shoot it with my gun again.
What's it? The close drone?
The drone.
Okay.
So it's close. That is a 7.
Okay, you hit it, your gun jams. 2 damage to the drone. You'll have to unjam your gun on a further turn or use a different weapon. Alex.
I want to try the sandblaster.
On the drone, okay.
Yep. 17!
Okay, the drone is sandy. It's 1 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the drone is not dead, but it is sandy. And that's a round. Back to me. The walker is going to shoot at
me.
Gerard.
No!
14, you take 4 damage, green laser, pew 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 pew.
Ouch.
And now one of you can go.
Sword drone close. 11 sword drone close.
Okay. Yes, 11 to hit. Yep, that is, there's now 2 halves of a drone.
11 autocannon far.
Yes, Walker dead. Why use many words when a few words do trick, I guess. Yeah, mission accomplished. There is a total, somehow, of 14 tier 2 scraps.
Jesus Christ.
Which to me sounds like anyone who has any empty spots in any of their inventories can just fill them with T2s.
A few minutes of counting later.
But anyway, so you guys are now in that encrypted radio signal zone. You have taken out that Opus Patrol. Who knows what they were up to? You're pretty beat up. The session is getting long. Up to you guys if you want to just call it a day on Rendezvous Point and go home.
Let's go home. I'm out of pockets.
Wait, there might be T3 scrap at Unknown Life Sign.
I don't care. We have so much shit.
He's right. But
I have a question. Can we swing by the nest, drop all of our scrap?
No. Once you go to the nest, you're done. Once you go to the nest, you're done. They're moving on.
I vote the Unknown Life Sign. I want to see what it is.
I vote back to nest.
I want to go home.
Okay, that's three for nest. You've been outvoted.
Great. We're going.
What was the third?
Gerard.
Wait, who voted?
You said you're half health.
I'm at half health, but
that wasn't a vote to go back.
He's like, I'm not avoided.
Hey, Gerard, how much
Are you a health half full or a health half empty kind of guy?
how much AP do you have on your pilot?
I have 5 out of 6.
I can give you a portable arc welder to use real quick, and you can burn 4 of those to give yourself 6 more HP. SP.
Actually, I'm gonna burn my last action points.
Let's do it. All right, I burned 4 of my APs to do whatever Colin just said.
Okay, so I guess we'll at least swing by the Unknown Life Sign and scan it, and then determine what we want to do from there. So yes, you walk just a bit southeast, and the Unknown Life Sign, you don't immediately see what is or isn't alive, but you come upon a old crawler, similar in structure to the nest, rusty as shit, big, clearly abandoned, shot to hell. Yeah, this thing is old, and it was absolutely slaughtered. It was a bad time here. But the crawler's long-range scanner did previously pick up some sort of life sign here. So Alex, if you want to do that survey scanner.
Sure.
Wait, we should have Brian use his underground scanner to see if there's like a big worm.
Yeah.
If Brian, you want to also roll.
I was gonna say mine was shit. I rolled a 5.
I'm gonna do the deep survey scanner.
Okay. There's no big worm.
Damn it.
Or underground anything, base or cave or anything.
No huge underground caves. Normal underground readings here.
No
Nothing
giant
freaky.
water
Wait a minute.
reservoirs made of the water
Hold on.
of the dead.
No hollow earth with Godzilla and King Kong.
Hold on.
Ooh, this is boring.
It says if a point is not worth scanning because it holds nothing of interest, the meteor must tell you before you make your scan. So I don't.
Okay, then keep your energy points.
Yes.
So yes, if you want to go into the spooky abandoned crawler, you can do that.
I have a question about
I feel like the things are gonna be in the crawler.
I have a question about the spooky abandoned crawler.
Yeah.
Size-wise, how does it stack up to the nest?
It's about the same. It was probably another Tech 2 crawler.
I'm going home.
Wait,
That's
John,
one
you can
for
go
go
inside
home.
and scan now.
I want to go home.
That's 2 for go home.
But there's life signs.
Yeah.
There could be people in danger.
Yeah, and there could be danger in there. Okay.
And there could be another one of those chimera things. No.
I would like to see the swamp puppy or whatever.
But that was very easy to kill.
Yeah.
It was easy to kill.
Yes, but we'd have to get it out here, and I'm not going into the rusty giant crawler.
All right, I'm going.
Is anyone in
Can I
there?
shoot at the rusty crawler and see if I kick up a hornet's nest?
Sure.
Natural 20.
Okay, you blow a hole clean through it.
Probably a waste of a natural 20.
Let me roll
but
something. So Damon, you do that. You just sort of pepper it with your autocannon. Ting 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 ting. The metal echoes. You hear just like a distant.
That did not come through.
None of that came through.
I made a roar sound. The people at home will enjoy that.
How loud of a roar? Like a.
Way louder than the Chimera Pete.
Okay.
We're leaving. We're leaving.
We're leaving now.
It's not another chimera, but I want to know what it is.
Okay.
do I.
No, let him. Let's all back up. Let him walk up. You go deal with it.
I'm gonna stay at medium range from this thing and just kind of, be ready to shoot whatever the big nasty comes out.
Same. I'm gonna wait to see the whites of its eyes or whatever kind of eyes.
If you don't do anything further, it's not coming out.
I will fire again.
All right. It's been nice knowing you.
No.
Here's a picture.
God, no.
Whoa.
So what emerges is a giant scorpion-like creature. Appears to be sort of a cyborg of sorts, and it's at least as big as any of your mechs. It just sort of busts out of the side of the crawler, and yeah, give me initiative, someone.
19.
Okay, one of you of your choice can act first.
Wait, I can use the you shot first thing, and I can go first.
If you got action points to spend still.
I do. 13 with my autocannon.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Got 8.
4 damage. It seems to work. It's not like invincible or anything. And now actually it is your guys' turn. One of you can pick who wants to go.
Can I go again?
Sure.
After that?
In theory.
Go for it.
17.
17 is another hit. And then it is Big Scary Scorpion's turn. It is upset.
I can't imagine why.
And it charges forward at you guys. It charges forward at, who are the ones who were antagonizing it? Was that just, Colin and Brian? Yeah?
Yeah. And George, right next to us, but John and Alex are far away.
Wouldn't know that I was antagonizing it?
Well, specifically Alex and John wanted to stand extra far away. Calcifer and the fucking other one, Honey Badger, are in medium range, and the other rest of you are all clustered in close together, including now the big scorpion, which is going to do some attacking. It has multi-attack, which is great.
Ooh.
It's going to do 1 attack on Damon and 1 attack on Giuseppe.
I ain't scared.
You should be, Gerard. I missed Damon, but I rolled a 20 to hit Giuseppe.
Great. Not scared.
So you take 8
points.
damage.
That's all he has.
Because it's doubled.
Good thing I healed.
Good thing you healed. And when dealing damage, I choose to double it or pick another appropriate bonus effect. I'll stick with doubling it. And that's its turn. One of you guys.
So it's in close with us?
It's in close with you.
Alright, I guess I'll roll. Hopefully this dice gets me another nat 20.
You could really use it right now.
How much damage does it self-destruct?
I'm going to push again because I rolled another 1. This dice is also going to jail.
Add 2 heat, re-roll the check.
This episode's cursed.
And then we'll do heat after.
14.
That is a normal hit.
7 damage.
And then
roll on
give me the heat check, a d20. You need, I think that now it's 4 or less for bad things to happen.
I got a natural 20 on that one, apparently.
Congratulations, you're not hot.
Congratulations, your reactor didn't go critical.
This thing is kind of like, you guys remember legendary actions in D&D, how sometimes like a really big powerful monster or something could act multiple times? This thing has those.
Great.
Yeah. It's going to try to sweep you guys with its tail. I make 1 attack, and if it hits all of you.
Even those that are standing
No, not the 2 of you who are far away. You guys, I rolled a 15. That's 3 damage to all 3 of you who are close. That's 3 damage to you 3.
I have 2 health. Let's go.
Jesus Christ. And then it's one of you guys' turn.
What's disengaging like?
You can just do it.
I just do it.
You move out to medium range. You can still shoot or do something. It's not an action.
Do I really want to grapple harpoon?
No!
Yes.
You could also just shoot it with your gun or your chainsaw and then walk away.
The burning, is this thing flesh or is this thing a robot?
A little of both.
Would it be affected by burning?
It doesn't, I mean, unless it's specifically immune to it, yes. Like.
That's a natural 20.
Okay, you can either double the damage or choose to give me some kind of bonus effect.
What kind of bonus effect would it have? I find the fleshiest part and I fucking
that would be double damage.
Blind it.
Can I shoot it in the eyes to blind it?
Okay, you want me to give it like a negative modifier on attacks or something? Sure.
Yeah, I burned its eyes off.
Yeah, we'll say that. You damage its organic eyes, so now it's operating only on the mechanical ones.
And then I flee.
I have an armored shield.
Brian, your shield. What's your shield do?
The armored shield. I have to roll for it, and then it does stuff. It either works or doesn't or whatever. 18, so that's in the 11 to 19 roll, and it's just armor shield blocks the blow. The attack deals no damage.
Okay, so you don't take that 3 from that tail swipe.
Yeah. I have no idea. This isn't just for melee, right? This is for any attack?
It's just for melee. Alex or John?
I'm just gonna keep hanging towards the bag.
I'm gonna.
I don't want to be a part of this.
You go first.
You have a giant laser. You have guns that can shoot it.
Fuck it. I'll shoot at it with the laser.
All right, take 1 heat, and then...
It's a 3. I didn't even fucking hit it.
Okay, great. You just missed, but there's no downside.
18 with the 30.
Okay, yes, John, your turn. Yes, you can take a shot with your 30mm, 4 damage. And it's working. He's not happy.
I back up a little more.
Well, if you do that, you'll be out of range of attacking it. You don't have any
I'll come back into
weapons.
range next time if I need to.
Okay, back to the top. One of you may go.
I'll go sword. Dang it, so close to a 20. 19.
Yeah, solid hit.
7 damage.
It's its turn. It's going to do 2 attacks on you, Colin, Mr. Sword Boy.
Okay.
I have hit you with both of them for a total of 4 on both, so 8.
I'm still up, baby.
And that's its main turn. So then any of you may go.
I rolled another 18 from my auto cannon.
Okay, point blank, just unloading into this guy. That is a good 4 damage. Do you stay there or do you move at all?
Oh, I moved back. As far as
so
I can go.
now Colin's the only one sword fighting this thing. Another one of you may go.
Oh wait, everyone's abandoning me?
Yes.
No, I'm just moving back out of its melee range.
No, we're moving back
Open
to cheer
fire!
you on.
John, you may shoot.
1, my gun's broken.
You jam. You jam.
What about do you jelly also?
Alex or Gerard.
I guess I'll try and pin it with my grapple hook or grapple harpoon.
Yeah, that's allowed.
That's a 16 to grapple harpoon.
That's a hit. It takes 1 point of damage. It's been pooned. Oh, I forgot to give it the burning damage from at the end of its last turn, so I'll add that now as well. It's going to use one of its sort of legendary action type things, one of its extra actions to just move away from Colin and go towards Gerard. So now it's up with you because you pooned it like that. But it just moved, so now it's Alex's turn.
I guess I'll shoot it one more time.
1 more heat, 1 more attack roll.
17! I did something!
Alright, big laser hit. It's not looking good. Seeing as its health is so low, it's actually going to use its other legendary action to move away from... Well, try to move away, but then it just goes out into medium range and gets
he can only
hooked.
become medium range of me.
Yeah, so it's trying to run away, but you have it hooked. And then we go back to the top. One of you may go.
The target may attempt to remove the harpoon as a turn action on their turn.
Okay, it's not his turn right now. It's one of you guys now. So.
Am I within range of its pincers?
Not presently.
I would like to move out to the extent of my 30mm range.
Yeah, you're basically already there because it moved away from you.
17.
That's a hit. That's a good hit.
4 damage.
That's a big ouch. It's then its turn. Like Gerard said, it's going to use its turn action to try to escape. Yeah, that's a 13, so that's in the success range. So it has cut the wire, and that's its action. One of you now.
So it still has the harpoon in it.
Yeah.
I rolled a 19 to shoot it with my autocannon.
I would like to unjam my gun.
Brian. I heard Brian first. He shoots it. And what do you know? It had 4 health left. So as it's trying to flee, you just unload and spray it. As it's running, it just sort of collapses. A couple of its legs have fallen off, and it's done.
Yay!
Right as it collapses, I just key up the comms, and I'm just like, now we can go home. And Faraday's like forward right leg just almost like gives out for
You're
a
like
second.
limping.
I have 2 health.
Well, if you guys want to roll to salvage the area, you can now, but you are full, and this is more T2 scrap, so...
This thing's only going to give T2 stuff?
It's a T2 crawler.
Well,
no, but the creature. I thought that was...
Oh, the creature, so creatures you can scrap, but they just give, basically infinite T1 scrap.
Oh.
Can we cut its head off to mount as a plaque on the crawler?
If you want, but I'll say it takes up an inventory slot. You have to put something down.
I'll just throw out my first aid kit.
Can I?
Yeah, and just get a new full
hold on. We can finish using a first aid kit, and everyone just top off.
Well, you're going back to the crawler. You're healing anyway.
Wait. I want to use the disposable camera to take a picture of all of us with it, showing that we killed it. As proof that we killed it.
Okay, you take a bunch of pictures with the disposable camera. Now it is just the roll of film, which is small enough to not take up inventory, and then you can cut the head off with your chainsaw and take it.
Yes!
Anyway, you guys leave the area and finish hiking to rendezvous
what was this
with
creature
the
called?
nest. This creature was called Scylla or Skyla, Scylla.
Skyla head.
Big old scorpion. And yeah, so you guys head back to the nest as night begins to fall. Iceman is there, seeing you, waving you in, sees all the horrible scrapes and scratches and blast marks and goo on your mechs. And
hey, friend.
They're like, what did you do?
What the hell happened to you guys out there?
I'll tell you after I shower.
Yeah, sounds like it was an eventful one. Well, good to see you back in a relatively small number of pieces.
Can I go find Holly?
The doctor? Yes, you all go to the doctor. Yeah,
no, Holly is our chief engineer.
That's great. What do you need the engineer for?
To fix my mech.
Well, that just happens. That happens in the mech bay.
Well, yes, but I'm gonna go straight to the mech bay to get it fixed.
Where do you think we enter the mech or the crawler?
You're here, yeah.
We go in through the mech bay because we're coming in using mechs.
Well, I'm gonna go find Holly and ask her to immediately start.
We're doing downtime.
That's what this is.
Wait, hold on.
That just happens.
Why do you get to go first?
He wants to interact with her so she can act.
I also have 2 health, Gerard.
Oh my God, you guys are fucking loony tonight. First of all, you guys probably want to unload all of that scrap. Okay, then I will take your upkeep, which is 5 tier 2s. So then repair happens, you guys get back all of your SP, all of your energy points. You get on your pilot, you get back all of your HP and all of your action points because none of you were severely injured. So there's no complicated healing we have to deal with. Then we do trading.
So does my heat go back to
yes, your heat also goes back to 0.
All right.
Well, not a huge thing on the trader today. You get 1 intact module of Tech 3. Let me roll that up. This is appropriately flavorful. Encrypted comms is available. Since we just dealt with encrypted comms. That is on page 200. It's pretty cheap. It's only 2 tier 3 scrap. It's something I've been forgetting to mention earlier. Because you guys have the upgraded trader, everything is actually 1 cheaper.
I want a refund!
Yeah, if you want a refund of 1 tier 3 from that green laser, you can put it in the crawler inventory. But if you want to, you could buy the encrypted comms for 1 T3, and somebody could install it if they wanted. You get a pilot talent, you get a item from the armory if you want one. You can, if you have a med pack or something, you just want to replace and refill your med pack or something similar, you can do that. Gerard, if you want to unload the Scylla head and put that in your quarters.
Yeah, into our common living room.
Yeah, or hang it up in the mech hangar, like a hunting lodge.
Yeah.
I think that is about it. We'll do that other little organizational stuff off screen.
Can I mount the Scylla head to my mech?
Yeah, fuck it, why not? It doesn't do anything.
He's just got a set of longhorn horns on the front of his
It's just
pickup.
on the front, yeah. It's just bleh. So yes, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Again, check the link in the description. Listen to my appearance on the Tabletop Journeys podcast where I talk about Big Adventure Game. And we'll be back in 2 weeks, as always. Big robots. It's always big robot time every 2 weeks.
Also, if you like big robots, but you also like other things, check out our Monster of the Week session. That was a lot of fun. I think we all really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
We all had a good time with that, and it was
There's no big robots, but there is big mystery.
There is big Jersey Devil.
Yeah, if you're liking it, watch the previous seasons. You'll probably like those too, as a general note. But anyway, thank you everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.